Let me show you one interesting thing before we start. Hey Gemini, do you prefer Swiper.js sliders over Webflow sliders?
I can't answer that. Gemini doesn't have food preferences, but I can help you decide. Do you want something classic and reliable, or are you in the mood to try something new and
No,
exciting?
I mean Swiper.js. Swiper.js is a JavaScript library to create custom sliders. So do you prefer Swiper.js over Webflow sliders?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Swiper. JS is a dedicated JavaScript library, so it gives you ultimate control over how your slider looks and behaves. On the other hand, Webflow sliders are designed to be user-friendly and easy to set up, even if you don't have a lot of coding experience. So do you want the most flexibility or the easiest setup?
Yeah, I want more flexibility.
Alright, so Swiper. JS is probably the way to go. Since you like having lots of control, you might find it easier to customize things the way you want with a dedicated JavaScript library.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Anytime. Let me know if you need help figuring out how to get started with Swiper. JS.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, perfect. So in the last video, we discussed about how we can create this slider. Let me just take you through it. So in the last one, we discussed how we can create this slider where we created two sliders and we sync them together by using the same classes. So I just made a few changes. By the way, this project is publicly available for if you want to clone this project. So I'll share the link in the description as well. So you can just go to this profile and you can just view this project and clone it for yourself or maybe for your client. So I made few changes in the slider, what we discussed in the last video. Yeah, so let me just show you two important things, and everything I am discussing, I want to empower you. I want to teach you that how you can create custom sliders in Swiper.js, and we will learn that how effectively we can make use of this Swiper.js documentation. So if you get familiar with this documentation, then you can create anything with Swiper.js. So let's discuss two important things. The first one is, if you just take a look at this slider, so you will see that the current slider, the image of the current slider is scaled up vertically. So there is a difference in the height of the current slider and also the opacity. There is not too much difference, but the opacity of the inactive slides is different from the active slide. And also the slider is set to autoplay. So how we can achieve these two things? So if you just clone the project, so you will get to this project and just switch to the different page, which is stunning Swiper.js slider. And let's talk about how we can have a different style for the active slide. So let me just click on this Swiper slide, and we've just added a class there. So, and on this class, we are just scaling up the image vertically, and also we are changing the opacity. This opacity is different for the slides which are not active, right? So for the inactive, which is 85%, and there is no scaling for the inactive slides. So if I just click and I apply this active class, so we have made those changes for this one. So from where, do you know from where this class is coming from? This is, I have not defined this class by myself, but I'm just taking this class from Swiper.js. So let me just click on search, and let's search for active slide. Let me just click there, and there we have slide active class. So if you want to use the class which is already defined by Swiper.js, so just copy this one, just copy this class, add this as a combo class to Swiper slide, and start making changes. So yeah, so those changes will be applied to the active slides. This is one thing. And the second thing is, what's the second thing? Yeah, so this is one thing. And do we have anything else here other than autoplay? Yeah, so let's discuss autoplay. So if I go back to this swiper documentation and let's search for autoplay, and let's go to this autoplay swiper API. So I just wanted to take a look at, let me show you the script first. Okay, let's press Ctrl F from my keyboard and search for autoplay. Let me just show you something. Okay, so there we have. So this is how we will add the autoplay property to the script. Let's just copy this script, this property from here. Let's just copy it from here, and you can simply add this to inside the script, and you can change the value. So 3000 means 3 seconds. You can make it any number. So the slide will move automatically after every 3 seconds. And this is another thing I wanted to show you. So now if you just clone this project, so now you will know that how these things are working and how and where you have to make the change. And also make sure that this looks good on mobile as well, because we have one slide per view. So same properties will work for us for the mobile screens as well. So yeah, that's all from my side. Just clone the project and use it for your purpose, for your clients. And if you want to learn about the basics, that how we can create Swiper.js slider from scratch, so I have recorded a series of 5 lessons. You can just go through these lessons and you will learn about the basic of Swiper.js